everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, then welcome. My name is Abigail, or Abby, Tanshe Abigail Dishnakashun in southern Métis. I am 26 and autistic and love talking about autism stuff, so this is where I do that. Today's prompt for 30 Days of Autism Acceptance is talk about identity. Is being autistic an important part of your identity? What does being autistic mean to you? Which do you prefer, identity first or person first language, and why? So, yay, now I get to try to put complicated feelings into words. Yay! Yes, being autistic is an important part of my identity. Autism is not a thing that can be separated from me. It affects literally every part of my life every day. It affects how my brain processes information and just all of the ways in which I interact with the world. It can't be separated from me at all, so it is absolutely an important part of my identity. It is complicated for me though as well because it is not the only part of my identity. As I've mentioned in past videos this year, I am currently in the process of reconnecting and decolonizing and trying to figure out exactly how and where I fit with the autistic identity and my Métis identity and how my being autistic fits with my being Indigenous. Right when I thought that I knew what being autistic meant to me, I had the realization of but I've been colonized. This is what it means in a colonized world, but I don't fully want that. What does it mean in this context? And that's where I'm at now, is trying to figure out what all of it means together. And I didn't even get into all of the queer stuff that's also there for me. Identity crisis in my mid-20s. It's fine. So, moving on to identity first versus person first language. I strongly prefer identity first. As I said before, it affects every part of my life. I cannot be separated from it. Person first, so like a person with autism, sounds like autism is just a hat that you can put on and take off, or a handbag or something. Like it's an accessory, like person with book. It's not that though. It's a huge part of who I am, like everything else. I'm not a person with queer, I am a queer person. I'm not a person with Métis, I'm Métis. And I'm not a person with autism, I'm autistic. This is my very strong preference, and I know that it is the case for the majority of autistic people. Yes, there are a few exceptions, but please do not default to person first for everyone, because my one friend likes that more. Or better yet, and by better I mean worse, stop using person first because calling someone autistic makes you uncomfortable as an allistic person. If you have a problem with calling someone autistic when the autistic community has a very clear preference that has been repeatedly made known, I think that says more about how you as an allistic person see autism than it does about us, and you probably have some ableism to work through. If other people who are actually on the spectrum have a personal preference for how they want to be identified and prefer person first, great, good for them. I'm not going to tell someone else who's autistic how they're allowed to identify themselves. But if you're not autistic, you don't get a say. We've been talked over enough. Stop it. Anyway, I think that's everything for today's prompt. So thank you for watching and listening to my minor rant and identity crisis, and I will see you all again for tomorrow's prompt. Merci pour ton temps. Bye.